we're going to give you a live look at Indianapolis International Airport tonight. We've got travelers. They are arriving home for the holidays, or maybe they're even flying out for the celebrations. Some festive Hoosiers we're running into. Good evening. I'm Felicia Lawrence.
And I'm Allison Gordley in tonight for Anne-Marie Tiernan. We know you have a lot of holiday plans tonight into tomorrow, so let's get you caught up on the weather.
Yeah, Rob's in the Weather Center tonight for Angela. He has a look at the holiday forecast. What can we expect? Tomorrow's the big day, Rob.
Yeah, well, we've been advertising the possibility of rain for Christmas, unfortunately, and it looks like we're going to have to stick to that forecast. Temperature-wise, we are warming up, and we're going to have to stick to that part of the forecast as well. So certainly a wet Christmas, not a white Christmas. 42 is where we sit currently. I think our temperatures even made it into the 50s for many of these locations farther to the south, but we did break into a little bit of sunshine. There was actually a good bit of clearing that occurred for some of you, not for everyone, but it was brief. Now we turn our attention to the rain that is not too far off. It's just about to cross into Indiana, and this will likely be with us by tomorrow morning. In the short term, a couple of things I want you to be aware of. As the temperatures drop, especially as there are a few locations that still have some clear skies, we may start to see a little bit of fog develop. So, you know the song, Then One Foggy Christmas Eve? We may actually see a little bit of fog develop Christmas Eve overnight and into early Christmas morning. Temperatures will stay above freezing during the overnight unless you're extremely far to the north. And then for Christmas Day, rain stays in the forecast just about the entire day. I will walk you through Future Track hour by hour. I'll have that for you coming up.
All right, well, thank you, Rob. You can keep track of the forecast as you head to your holiday celebrations on the live Doppler 13 weather app. Just check out the weather blog after you download it from your phone's app store. Well, developing tonight, Indianapolis firefighters are trying to figure out what caused this massive fire downtown. Strong flames destroyed the Sanctuary on Penn, a church and wedding venue at Pennsylvania and Walnut Streets.
The historic church burned for more than an hour. Because the fire left that building so unstable, the city ordered that it be torn down for safety.
Crews demolished the church just after noon today. Tonight, Jenny Runovich shares the impact of its loss.
Oh, yep, you see the fire now. It's busting out of the building now.
The images downtown are difficult to watch. Flames searing the Sanctuary on Penn, burning 150 years of Indianapolis history on Christmas Eve. A Lutheran church turned wedding venue destroyed. The cause still unknown. Hours after the fire, with emergency demolition looming, images are all Ariana Medeiros could muster.
It's terrible.
A wedding photographer usually here to document joy.
We've probably captured upwards of 70 to 100 couples, finalize their future in this building.
Now using her camera to capture sudden loss.
Just because my heart is here. I love this venue. We've seen all of the love that can happen in here, and things do come to an end. And I just wanted to get all of it, just for me. It's a shell of a very, very beautiful building.
And then this back area was like the cocktail room and the bar.
Mariah Handlin has photographed weddings at Sanctuary on Penn for a decade.
Super special.
She too came to mourn the past and what could have been. One wedding was scheduled here this weekend, many more soon after.
I have a list of clients I'm gonna have to reach out to this afternoon, and I'm sure most of them have heard.
When a building carries so many memories, the loss is especially devastating, which is why when this one came down, the people who chronicled love here seemed to feel each hit, break with each brick. Heartache on behalf of all the couples who found joy inside.
We put the forever in the weddings as photographers.
Yet even through tears, they felt compelled to capture the agonizing end, remembering what was.
And all the photos that we took in here, they're gonna last forever.
In Indianapolis, Jenny Runovich, 13 News.
Well, as Jenny mentioned, a lot of couples had their weddings booked for this place. We'll hear from a future groom tonight at 6. The Sanctuary on Penn posted on Instagram they'll give an update after the holidays.
According to its website, the Sanctuary on Penn is a wedding venue inside a church which was built in 1875.
It was home to the city's first Lutheran congregation, and it was added to the National Register of Historic Places back in November of 1978.
And on to more news tonight. Indiana State Police troopers are investigating a deadly shooting involving Cass County Sheriff's deputies. It all started just before 12:30 this morning. That's when Cass County Sheriff's deputies got a call about two people who had been stabbed in Logansport, just over the county line in Carroll County. Deputies found one victim when they arrived. One of the deputies also saw a man armed with knives while they were getting medical supplies from their patrol car. Police say that man, Christopher Evans, did not listen to the deputy's commands and instead charged at the deputy who shot and killed Evans. The deputy is on administrative leave, which is standard procedure. We also got an update on the conditions of the people stabbed. State police tell us one person is in critical but stable condition, and the other's injuries are not life-threatening.
Castleton Square Mall closes in less than an hour now, but the mall did reopen today as advertised for Christmas Eve shopping, just a day after a shooting inside of the mall.
Rich and I tells us police have arrested one man so far in an apparent dispute that escalated into gunfire in the middle of the busy mall while people were shopping for the holidays.
This is a tradition. Every year, I finish up my shopping on Christmas Eve, so I wait till the last minute to do it.
Community activist Reverend Charles Harrison is among the many last-minute shoppers at Castleton Square Mall, undeterred by the shooting inside just the night before.
I do believe that it is an isolated incident. You know, I don't feel unsafe going in the mall. So it's one of the reasons why, this morning I decided that I was going to go.
Metro Police say a disturbance involving at least 3 people who knew each other led to gunfire just inside the main mall entrance about 8:30 Monday night, putting the mall on lockdown with hundreds of holiday shoppers inside.
Think how many people, how many children, the tragedy, what they're feeling today, what they were going through last night after this incident, nobody should have to go through and having to hear shots fired within that mall.
Police say one man involved in the dispute showed up at the hospital an hour later with a gunshot wound. Police arrested an 18-year-old man for intimidation in connection to the shooting, but he is not believed to be the shooter.
Indianapolis-based Simon owns Castleton Square Mall and referred all questions to police. But the mall reopened as advertised Christmas Eve from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and looked very busy.
It's something we care about everywhere in this community. We want people to go back. We want people to know it's okay, and this should be what you should be doing. It's the holidays. Enjoy it.
Police report a bullet hole in a wall and in an arcade machine. But fortunately, no one not involved in the dispute was injured. In Indianapolis, Rich Knight, 13 News.
And just last year, there was an incident involving teens and guns at Castleton Square Mall the day after Christmas. Tonight at 6, Rich will look back on other shootings at the mall in just the past 2 years.
And tomorrow, the spirit of joy and Christmas will be flowing at Country Kitchen.
Yes, this local business has brought back its Christmas dinner giveaway. Owners are looking to spread holiday warmth and cheer. Families and individuals are invited to stop by and pick up to 4 meals per household. And it's going on tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Country Kitchen. That's located at 1831 North College Ave in Indy.
You can also request meal delivery. We put the phone number on our website, WTHR.com.
Well, happening right now, millions of people are heading home for the holidays.
And many of them are arriving or leaving through the Indianapolis International Airport. That's where we will find our Anna Chalker live tonight.
All right, what you seeing out there, Anna?
Well, ladies, traffic is picking up a little bit out here. When I was talking to you at 4, it really wasn't that busy, but right now we've got quite a few people coming in, some early flights coming in. It's empty behind me, but I will tell you, flights have been coming in. Still those delays coming out of Dallas, like we mentioned earlier, but I'll tell you, the important and the great thing out here are these families surprising their loved ones as they're coming out here. Posters, flowers, you name it, really just kind of doing anything to welcome them home here to Indy. But I want to introduce you to one couple that had really an incredible love story out here. This is the husband's couple. Cindy, she was out here this evening waiting on her husband to come home. And actually, this is their first Christmas married, but they've known each other since high school. Really a remarkable story. And they tell me this Christmas is extra special for their families.
It's great. It's great. Yeah, it's special. First Christmas and everything together as a couple. I would have never known this 5 months ago. Yeah, it was not on my radar.
Now, her husband, Now, Michael, he did tell me he was on the American Airlines flights, one of those that was grounded earlier this morning, so he's been through a lot of delays today, and he said it was a relief to be out here and see his new wife out here waiting on him with flowers. They were hitting the road. They were getting ready to go to a church service, but hey, so many family reunions out here today. It's been a great Christmas Eve out here. We'll be talking with a few more, and we'll have those updates coming up for you tonight at 6.
Awesome. I'm glad he made it and he could get to church on time.
Yeah, a new couple gathering. Oh, how exciting. Okay, Anna, thank you. And the FAA may have lifted a nationwide ground stop, which impacted all American Airlines flights across the country, but it is still having a ripple effect on flights tonight.
Adrian brought us reports from a Chicago O'Hare International Airport tonight with a look at the reason behind the ground stop.
A travel snag on Christmas Eve, the American Airlines system shut down completely, leading to a brief nationwide ground stop. Now, that ground stop was lifted after about an hour, and American Airlines releasing a statement saying in part that this was caused by a vendor technology issue, and that issue has been resolved and flights have resumed. American going on to apologize to its customers for the inconvenience, saying in part, all hands are on deck as our team is working diligently to get customers where they need to go as possible. Now, this technological issue affected some of the systems that give pilots the paperwork they need so they can take off. And here at Chicago O'Hare, we are seeing some of the residual effects of what happened earlier this morning. Delays were already piling up, and we're seeing more delays on the board. Some delays up to 2 hours. A bit of good news for American Airlines. This is not their peak travel day. They say yesterday was with nearly 6,400 flights. Today, they're expected to have 3,900 flights as travelers try to get home for the holidays.